quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Breeze's Saints going up against Cousins' Redskins. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, we are due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. On first down, Breeze. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
It's complete. Fleener, right side. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it. I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And brought in here by Fleener. They'll get 17 yards there. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And the tight end has it. It's Fleener. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now a look at the Washington defense.
D'Angelo Hall's gone to the Pro Bowl multiple times as a cornerback. Now he might be making the Charles Woodson move, swinging back to safety.
Time running out here on the play clock. The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. The play clock's running down. Play action to Spiller. Now Breeze. Surveying the field. Now he's flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And he'll try and burn. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one complete to Niles Paul. Touchdown, Washington. Niles Paul, 81 yards. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on 1 play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit him big.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And Jones, Charles, he returned to practice for the Redskins on Labor Day. Said after that shoulder injury, he's recovered, and he feels awesome.
Could you hear the sigh of relief coming from Washington?
They need him.
Return to practice. They need him. He's going to be their lead back and expect him to get a lot of carries. But behind him, how about Rob Kelly, an undrafted free agent out of Tulane, who was the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL in preseason. He really flashed, and Chris Thompson's a great changeup guy.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Fighting through. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And, my friend, you know, the preseason was great, but I'm glad it's over. It's in the rearview mirror. Let's get these regular season games going. What are you looking forward to?
Well, let's face it, the NFL always gives us a great opening weekend. How about New England going to Arizona? Yes, I know Tom Brady's not playing, but we're all keyed in to watch Jimmy Garoppolo lead that team against Arizona, which thinks they're going to be a Super Bowl contender. How about one off the beaten path? The Browns, the rejuvenated Browns, Robert Griffin III, and Philadelphia taking on their rookie Carson Wentz. And last but not least, Aaron Rodgers, motivated, taking his Green Bay Packers to the trendy pick in the AFC South, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
It's complete to Flainer. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to FedEx Field following this short break.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarris Bird. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays,